go. Take a look at the players of SGJ. The second time we're seeing them have 3 maps to be vetoed for. And what are we going to be playing?
A sub base? Oh, okay. Alright, so Eagle Eye denied by MattJess. SGJ answering back with denying MattJess the chance to play that Bisaya sub base. We're going to be starting out on Black Widow, buddy. And Black Widow, I think this is a well-rounded map for most teams. Not going to be expecting any kind of difficulty for SGJ Reborn here on Black Widow. So I think
Josh
this
is
matchup...
eaten by the void, yeah, but good.
What? Yep.
Especially up against Chulanga Gaming, though, a lot of adjustment being brought out, particularly in that matchup where they did drop 1 map. But I like it. MattJess still recovering from that series, able to put the numbers on the board. SGJ, they're gonna pick up ports. And for the last map, should we get to it, it's going to be Compound. This is a map that SGJ has a lot of comfort in, particularly in that blacklist side. They love taking control of that mid area. But SGJ, 2 parts of the same coin now. They love playing Compound as well. I mean, but you can say the same for for all of these maps in the veto now. So as you can see, both teams getting ready to up Dita just. And I want to ask you of the magical prediction, as I did with Sneaky Frog earlier. Who do you think is going to come out on top, Dita, between SGJ and the young guns of MattJess?
What if you ask me right now? I think for MattJess to win, it has to be a sweep. They cannot let it go to map 3. That's going to be their win condition. So, of course, it has to start right now, right here. Black Widow. MattJess, first on the BL side. Look how heavy this smoke play is, right? The way that SGJ are playing, they're already in terrace, smoking off alley. This gives MattJess no choice but to try and explore towards BS if they can find anyone here. Otherwise, though, right now, you notice there's actually no one covering the short side of A. If maybe, perhaps, they can catch Elvin out on the outside. Keller, what is that? They're running. They jumped down from the sky, man. Raining death from above right now. A site fully undertaken, but KSA will answer back in the form of MZ being killed elsewhere. This, though, it's going to be a 2v4. A pretty tough retake to be considered, knowing that Tino, he is on the sniper, but he switches it up right now. A7J and Va gone from the map. CBN and Rels gonna try and play for this post plant. 20 seconds left on the clock, and look how far they've gone.
Yeah,
the DPS is already coming in. I don't know if this is gonna be the best idea.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, MattJess unable to recover a little bit too far off on MattJess. I mean, I like the approach. Just absolutely paved the way for them to retake control of that site. And it was well executed from them. SGJ, first on the board, first to strike against MattJess.
That was a little bit of a miscall, I think, from MattJess, right? As soon as they got that down, they were just too far away. Maybe a little bit unprepared for how fast SCJ could get themselves back on the site, but, well, it do be like that sometimes. Ninja defuse from SGJ, and now something a little bit more active from MattJess out in the open here, just past alley. Elvin takes down Boss. CBN!
Oh my
He gets that kill, but Tino also immediate on the trade here. So it's going to depend on whether or not MattJess can find some kind of footing elsewhere on the map right now, because the smokes are out. A7J, he finds Tino. That frees up LA, but the problem is, look how far past they are. Yobib not expecting MZ out here, but the problem is, man, if you lengthen the fight like that, Yobib is going to wait coming out on top. Rels, if for a kill over onto KSA, it's going to be a 2v2 right now, but the problem is, right, MattJess, they're not fully on site yet. Kellar is underneath, and Yobib, look at this. He's backing off from window, looking to reunite with his teammates. Whether or not this is going to result in a win for MattJess depends on whether or not they can get this timing, because they've gotten quiet. They left that smoke up here, and SGJ, they're still looking for a way inside of the site. Little do they know, right? A7J is gone. Yeah. He is gone with the wind, and he's all the way towards B at this point in time. SGJ, none the wiser of what in the world is going on. But it looks like Yobib, this exploration is gonna be a hard one.
Yeah, SFJ gonna have to look at the right angle at the right time. Pwede na siya pumunta sa B-side dito, no? And this might undo his bidding. Yobib, but swing out! A7J chipped down to 40 HP as A7J dips under the corner. And will not be checking out KLR, who will secure the round. That's 2 para dito. on the side of SGJ. That's yeah, a very decisive win at that. No, and I love the way that Tino plays such an aggressive angle and always gets the first opening kill dito. Vin pivotal to SGJ's defense, and Bot just gets taken down by Elvin like that.
Yeah, looks like SGJ are taking the fight to MattJess right now, knowing that I think more often than not, right, these early pickoffs, these early fights, encounters that MattJess have with SGJ, they have more often than not gotten on the bad side of things, as we could see in the past 3 rounds right now. And SGJ always persisted, right? That same smoke in alley, that same smoke in mid, making sure that MattJess cannot get too frisky right off the bat. And because of that, right, they need to start getting a little bit smarter about how they play this. Look where Tino is. Right down by the stairs.
Ooh.
Oh, he gets checked by MZ right to the dome.
Yeah.
And that is going to be equalizing the numbers right now for MattJess. But the problem is, again, there's really not much map control behind this.
Yeah, Tino going down early. SGJ gonna have to recover, but Yobib just does that. And he's gonna take down MZ, the entry frag. Yeah, SGJ, nice little recovery there. Will be able to take control of that B side until Rails shows up and shuts down Yobib. KSA swings out. Takes out one. CBN about to swing against that opponent, but A7J struggling to take control of the site to get the C4 down. He'll eventually do so with 1 minute left. Pero mukhang magpupush muna siya dito. No,
Wait. What?
Go for the
The
plant
C4?
instead. It's super forward. I think
Killer.
MattJess trying to be unpredictable.
Oh, no!
But A7J going down means they can't retrieve the C4 unless they take down Elvin, who will win the fight against CBN. SGJ, they're essentially what they're doing dito, Josh, no, is nipping the fire before it even begins. They're denying MJ of the positions. They need to be aggressive.
Yeah. And the scary part here, right? I think MattJess, they're doing their best to be unpredictable here.
Yeah,
they're trying to throw a wrench into the works, but SGJ, they're just too fast on the pedal. So fast on the adaptation, right? They did not know about that 3-man flank from SGJ at the last second, and because of that, they got caught between a rock and a hard place. So now, even then, MattJess, doesn't matter how fast you've been playing, because SGJ, it looks like to me that they can match that pace. Now, push out coming from CBN, KSA caught with a drive-by right now. They're gonna have to check out these angles though. A7J, they don't know that Yobib's right underneath them. They don't leave it checked. CBN's gone. A7J and MZ, they try to keep things a little bit under control, and now it's looking possible. 2v4, and with the bomb down right now, Tino's gonna have to try and pick off maybe 1 or 2 of the MattJess players, as Elvin, he's making himself known elsewhere on the map. It's going to be a slow push up through bridge, through waters right now, taking off the checkboxes, got to check out all the angles, but with the smoke still up, they can't go all the way in just yet. Elvin walks into the crosshair of MZ and Va executes them. That's going to be another round now for MattJess. Looking good. Might be a little bit late, but at least it came eventually.
Yeah, really good start here. CBN with the opening kill. Ang ganda ng swing doon ni CBN, no, opening up house, taking control of that B side afterwards. Kahit din lang si Yobib, compensated by CBN, but A7J opening contact, and MZ swinging out.
Whoa!
And Sak goes down early. Ton of util being brought out as MattJess seemingly found a chicane, pero grabe yung util na binato nila dito.
God.
KLR can't even get close. He'll be coming in from a long way around, but MattJess needs to nag-commit dito, no? Still has to make their way into that B site.
Yeah. It was just way too much here, and the amount of damage done by SGJ before they could even get on the site here is something that you need to fear. Right? And look how far up they've pushed. They're already at Tarunan. Yobib is waiting. And MattJess, they're aware of the possibility that there's somebody already waiting here. So this is going to have to be a good idea. Yeah, Va finds Yobib. And now they know that the M4 player for SGJ is down. They know where he is. He was. And SGJ, now that they're down 2 men, they have the advantage. But the problem is Elvin. He finds A7J on the way inside. And the rest of MattJess, they're just stuck right now. They know Elvin's on their side. And inside of the side, Keller is waiting just inside that window. So one wrong move, man, you could easily be punished. Not gonna be coming in here. He gets the kill and he gets away with it, Keller! Daylight murder over onto CBN right now, 3v3. And look at this. Control coming in for the SGJ players. MattJess, they have 1 man waiting on water, but little do they know that the entire force of SGJ is coming their way. Flashes out, Keller good for 1, but the MJ players, they're able to cap off the lives of 2 more. Elvin left alone now, 15 seconds with the time slowly ticking. Switches over to the pistol but cannot connect. MZ cleans it up. And here, the answer back from MattJess. A little late, but it's still there. We are tied once more.
Yeah, love the approach for MattJess there. Very interesting, no? They flood that entrance with utility, and then they slow down, and then they execute again, no? SGJ kept wondering what the plan particularly is for MattJess, but that one little stop in terms of taking control of the site kept them confused. And MattJess again brute forced their way into the site afterwards, working wonderfully for them, no? This time they successfully take LA, deny the aggressive position from Tino, as he's forced towards the site dito. Still holding on to the AWM. Sniper, flash available. Rels doesn't connect the shot. Playing up against the smoke dito. As Tino, the only one here. Wala pa nagro-rotate na wala sa SGJ, so this could be a successful site take if MJ take down the sniper, but they back off. Ayaw nila mag-commit sa A side dito.
Yeah, you know Tino's here, man. And LA is a dangerous place when Tino's watching it. So ngayon, si Obi is pushed all the way towards catwalk, actually. Kung mapapansin mo, CBN now. They should be hearing these footsteps. They should be aware. Crossfire coming in. Elvin and Yobib, the 1-2 punch. 3 people down in the blink of an eye now. MattJess trying to stay alive. 2v4 as they lost that C4 inside of middle, pare. Ang hirap niyan. They need to find it. They need to be able to recover that fallen bomb, because otherwise it might be curtains. And SGJ, the amount of space they have, it's too scary. It's too risky. But MattJess, they have no choice. They have to take that risk.
Yeah.
Double team now up through mid to get that C4 under their hands. But the problem now is, where do you go? What's the next step? They know that there's at least one person here. Yobib, KSA, out through the window, looking at with a high-low and denying that space. They can't go through BS. There's only one way, and the only avenue is LA. Here, Rels with the kill over onto Yobib. He's gone. And it's almost equal. But the problem is, they're running out of time, Matt.
30 seconds should be enough, but KSA has got something to say about it. And he says, nope, you're not getting into that site. 4 rounds on the board para sa SGJ dito. MattJess, they dropped the C4, so he couldn't really get that control back. Tino, aggressive angle again on the sniper. This time doesn't find anyone because of the util dump. This time backed off by Elvin.
What?
Gets the double one.
Elvin!
A headshot on the M4. And A7J looming around RS pa rin. And that's the C4 again. This time in full control of SGJ.
It's stuck on the other side of alley. The smokes are up right now, and look at this. The squeeze being applied to the MattJess players. KSA is already here in mid, waiting for somebody to try and extend towards this area. But A7J is also all the way up towards Rampare. Now, it's going to be a question of who blinks first, because look how far up they are. MJ, they're all very, very separated. A7J is on catwalk. He walks into Yobib, and he's gone. His life taken away. The flash of an eye. Now, down to the last 2, MattJess. No C4, no control, and no idea where SGJ are playing. Options are running really low right now.
Yeah, love that play from Yobib. Catches on one of the stragglers of MattJess, and this is the problem that MattJess run into when they full-on approach a map as a solid unit, is they don't necessarily cover their tracks as well as they would if they played the slow default. And this is what happens. Yobib just strikes from behind, takes down one. And this C4 still in control of SGJ. LA control in contest. Rels is going to be able to make his way toward the box. Actually, to the middle side, the CBN is the one contesting up against that LA spot. Well, still unable to find anything as CBN forces his way against Elvin. It's a very slow burn as Rels finally gets taken down. Kellar wins the fight. That's SGJ back on the board. 5 rounds now. And they're starting to run away with this, Josh.
Yeah, and it's looking scary, man, because if you notice, it's kind of become a pattern. MattJess have flubbed it so many times, right? Left the C4 out in the open, and they ran out of options just because of that. But this time here, Rel's going to be the first to fall. Sniper gone para sa MJ, and they have to go all the way in. Dalawang ating nasa loob ng site dito, but they jump all the way inside. Va finds KSA. Little do they know, pare. If you look at Gilid box, Keller is waiting here for the right time to strike. CBN caught out in the open. He misses the shot! No! He falls apart in the worst possible second, but CBN will save it. 2v3 here. MattJess still looking possible now. And here, as Elvin makes the approach from behind them, Tino trying to apply pressure from window as well. Now, with a bomb down, SGJ, they have to try and pick things up from here. Timing should be taken. Elvin from behind as he makes his way towards storage. He has to check the high angle. A7J sprays him down, and Tino executed on the sights.
Yeah.
And it's looking good. MattJess, just when you thought they were going to lose that momentum, they are back and really swinging for it.
Yeah, that was an important fight for KLR, a pivotal one. Unable to win it means that MattJess stay in control of that site. Get the C4 down with relative ease. So now they stop the bleeding. 2 rounds back. MattJess, 3 on the board. And they a very different approach this time, Josh. No, they're gonna go for a LB play. Gonna let Tino be that anchor in LA. Now let him just wait there while they take control of this storage area. This A
Look at
is
KSA.
clear for now.
It's slow going. MattJess, they're trying to explore right towards storage just in case there's someone here. And the amount of, or lack thereof, right? The macro for MattJess right now, it's just constantly walking into traps, right? If you notice, KSA is already in terrace. He's already there. And MattJess, they're forced to walk into the double doors up through mid. Tignan natin kung may makikita si Va here. It's gonna be a double peek. Yes, they do have the smoke up, but behind the box, the box on stage. Keller lying in wait to spring that trap. KSA good for one over onto A7J. And as they separate, they fall one by one. But CBN, he finds Keller. There's the trade coming in from Yobe. Rails na lang natira. Even with the C4 in his hands, he has no idea they were right behind him. It's looking like SGJ. They're inside the walls, and that's the game. It's not present right now. The trades aren't there. The spacing's not there. And it seems to me that they look really lost on the BL side. But right now, SGJ starting it off. Flashes already taking control of LA. And look at this. MattJess, they're on the back foot. Literally, as soon as they see that flash out, whoever was on site, he backs off. But there is going to be some rotations here. CBN so far forward. And look at that. They know. They're throwing the nades in his way. CBN, he's out to 1 HP and they haven't even seen him yet.
And look at this. SGJ are anticipating this push to come through from MJ. They're so deep down into their own RS. Alam nila eh. Na the tendency of MattJess is if they're not spotting any info, they're gonna send at least one player in the push. This time it's CBN. Up close and personal against Elvin. Gotta check the corner. And Elvin does. CBN goes away. Beautiful flash setup there. And that's a bit of mid control, but SGJ, I love this. Look, they're backing off. They're baiting more rotations for MJ.
Yeah, the bait and switches there. Look, already up towards ramp, there's one player. And they actually back off, right? Whoever was watching LA has let go of the angle. This gives SGJ that permission, so to speak, of taking over. And now they made it towards terrace, slowly. With KSA, first point of contact here, MZ just below the stairs right now. And I think he's ready for this angle, but there's going to be so many bodies on the other side of this. 57 seconds left. MZ, he feels it. He hears it coming. He takes down Keller and draws elsewhere to assist him as well. MJ, they're overrunning at the counter flood from MattJess right now. SGJ, they're just not ready for it. It's going to be a 2v3, and there's no plant yet. Va making his way towards the window now. And they're feeling this presence. The presence of Rels. The other side, I think the idea now for SGJ would be try and rotate away here, and they do take him down. Now, 30 seconds left on the clock as they pivot towards the other side. Va taken down. Suddenly, it's A7J is gone. What a mid-round call, Matt. They had no idea. MattJess, just when you thought the trap has been sprung, they fall for the trap from SGJ.
Yeah.
It's a reverse Uno card. That's what it is.
Yeah, A7J gonna have to try and clutch this out. A 1v2. And I like it. SGJ making the long way around with A7J slowly still clearing each and every corner meticulously. It's gonna get sprung from behind. A7J, where is he at? Elvin, Yobib separated. This is good for A7J, at least he can isolate the fights, but now he's got no clue. And Elvin strikes from the shadows, takes the round, and A7J goes down. That's 7 on the board para dito sa SGJ Reborn.
Yeah. And I want to talk about that mid-round call, Matt. They got themselves all the way on A. They could have chosen to stay there to plant the bomb and try and weather the storm. But they saw the opportunity.
They did.
Whoever called it, I would think it was Tino. Called him to go the other way, and Tino here, after the call, answering with another kill. Sniper to sniper matchup, be damned right now. IGL looking real good. And here, first kill of the half here for Tino. SGJ, this is going to be one hell of an advantage because now they can go towards those longer angles, knowing that Rels is gone.
Yeah, and when it's mid rounding, it's Tino. You gotta give credit for the IGL, the sniper player. This time, the first one to get a frag in this round. Va, hoping to catch someone off guard.
Wait. A7J's gone.
A7J actually goes down early. It's down to 1 HP, but SGJ already taking control of that B site.
Yeah, they have no idea. The two on the bridge right now. Tino, he finds MZ. CBN, suddenly alone. He has no idea. It's a masterclass of a macro calling right now coming in from SGJ, but now CBN in an attempt will be taken down anyway. SGJ at 8. Matt, Datum, this is insanity.
Yeah.
We saw them at 10-3 both maps earlier against Sunday Shrooms, and it looks like they are gearing up to try and do the same to MattJess here. Flash out now.
Yeah, SGJ, they got something to prove. This is still the same squad that gave Pacific Mac a run for their money. Now they're putting MattJess through the meat grinder. As Yobib goes down, well, SGJ, they find a couple. So it's a 3v5. Sniper still alive and kicking here for Tino, but where is MJ gonna go? It's a very thin defense here, Josh. And SGJ, as you said, the mid-rounding has been immaculate from them. Still, a ton of map control, and they could pivot in any direction. They got mid, they got LA, even B. LB is clear.
Yeah, they have everything held, man. And the way that Elvin is positioned here in mid, he's ready for any aggression from BS. Now A7J eating quite a bit of bullets over towards A side. Elvin finds Rels right through the door, man. What is that? It's full game sense right now. They know that there's at least one person here on the other side. But little does Va know, he's gonna walk into nothing. SGJ have already pivoted away, but he finds the C4! Keller falls! Suddenly, they flubbed it. SGJ, they have to take this back. And there is so much time though. It's looking possible still. KSA perfect on the time. They take down A7J. A side should be nice and open for the taking. And with Va having shown himself, SGJ should have the confidence to put this bomb down. Only 58 seconds left though. Va already there with the plant gone. He has to try and isolate these fights. But look at this Elvin already below the window, waiting in that nice spot, and he takes him down right through that smoke. Nice and clean. SGJ, one more round, and this set is theirs.
Yeah, SGJ Reborn staying true to their name. It feels like they're being reborn after that first week kerfuffle, and now they're alive, looking to take down MJ. One more win. We're gonna go into a second map with potentially a 10-3 scoreline dito, Josh. SGJ, a very stellar approach on this blacklist side. The sniper from Tino yet to find its mark, but Elvin already pushing up against the smoke. So my storage, so my B area clears
What,
out.
Elvin?
What a swing, gets the headshot, and Rels will be spotted as well. Flash coming on through A7J with a very wide swing. Will be taking care of Elvin. Okay, MattJess strikes back. MZ coming up huge. KelR goes down.
MZ!
A 3K from MZ. And KelR holding on to the C4 and for dear life. Holds that. Gets the kill onto MZ. And will be in a 1v3. 1 minute 30 seconds. Plenty of time to work with. But he's getting closed up on from mid. Take a look at the passing from the players of MattJess. CBN, the only one in sight. A7J and Rels taking control of mid. Cutting off the oxygen from KelR. Cannot rotate anywhere else. Otherwise, it's gonna be two players waiting for him. Oh,
it's gonna be a difficult one, man.
Wait, what is
KelR, we know him. We know this guy to be a clutch master. If he can isolate these, and the way that they're already stacked on A right matches, they're fully convinced that it's still gonna be an A take at the end. And KelR, B side is wide open. He could get in for free. Yeah, and then at that point, he just needs to wait for them to walk into his crosshair.
He has to go right now.
I don't know though, if he's gonna fight at A7J, he sees him out in the open. Wait, no, A7J wasn't looking his direction. He was covering mid. Not even in the possible way to find it. And look at this. He's gonna get aggressive. He's gonna get active. KelR knows that A7J has no idea, and he's already walking up through window. KelR trying to play as the assassin. CBN not expecting him in at an angle. 24 seconds left here. Knows that A7J out in the open. Got him. Now here with a headshot. It was looking possible, but A7J, he says no.
Yeah, MattJess say no. They stay alive 4 rounds in. 4 to 9, that is. It has to be 5 more rounds just like that though, Josh. Kailangan perfect sila dito. MattJess playing against pressure. Gotta not crack. Remember, these are young players from MattJess gunning for one of the top seeds in the country. And Yo starts it up strong, shuts down MZ from LA. Terrace in their control. And LA as well. As C4 starting to make their way towards that LA position. MJ gotta be composed dito, no, Josh. They have to stay in control of their emotions as MattJess down to the last 4 players.
Yeah, gonna be a hard one for MattJess if they want to stay alive. And look at this. I actually like the way that they are set up here on the map. But Elvin looking to throw a wrench into the making right now. 2 kills for him. Keller joining in on the other side of the map as well. It's gonna be up to Rels. He's stuck right by Train and he sees the C4. But Elvin strikes him down. Sick you. One of the more important parts of Black Widow. I think SGJ, they definitely did their homework. I think MattJess, they left mid out of bounds a little bit too much. They I think lost at least 3 rounds because of how unweary they were of mid control that SGJ Reborn were taking. And of course, with the numbers here in our sets, all of themselves here a little bit. But this is going to be a new opportunity for them. Matt number 2 here on port. Let's see if MattJess have what it takes to come back from this kind of a beating on that Black Widow map.
Yeah. Here we go. Going into port. And it's one of their strong maps, actually. So far, the maps that MattJess has dropped in group stage is, apart from the last one, was Ankara and Eagle Eye. And this time, going into port, arguably one of the maps where they perform really, really well dito. No? But SGJ, you can say the same thing about them. So, a much slower approach from MJ. I like this, actually. It shows that they can both play with a lot of speed and a lot of clinical approach to the round. MattJess, I'm taking control of that mid area. Actually, interesting, no? They're gonna put Ova in a forward position with that C4. This is kind of risky from MattJess, but at the same time, it's gonna give them a very rewarding push if they make it happen. A7J chip down to 1. A lot of spam coming through from Kel R. Almost shuts down one of the players here from MattJess as the nades being thrown out to contest that position. Already going deep into almost the RS area dito. Down coming in from mid. LB is where a couple of the positions here is anticipated from MattJess. With 55 seconds left, Josh, they should execute. And the good thing is, they have plenty of options.
Yeah, so many options here. I mean, MattJess, they've taken this kind of control in the middle of the map, which is pretty key for playing here on port. This depends on which extremity they actually want to push in the end, because they've made it all towards RS right now. But they walk into Kelar. He's already in their faces right now. Va is gone. The flash is there. And they're fully aware of where they are. Kelar takes a second head off, and now the pressure is coming in from all ends. C4 out in the open now. MZ coming in from Z, actually. Down to the last 2 of the MattJess roster. They're running out of time. They're running out of options. 16 seconds on the clock. Tino. Tino left out in the open to dry. But Rels is out, and KSA and Yobib perfect on the timing just before it could collapse. They save it from the brink.
Yeah, Kel R, I mean, just capitalized on his position. And I said it was a risky play to put the C4 so far forward. When Kel R took down that C4 holder, there was just no way that MattJess could recover. But this time, they're gonna barrage that LA position with a ton of nades, taking down MZ in the process. Rels around here as well. But Tino makes noise with the AWM, jumps down from up above, and MattJess dismantle off that push. It's SGJ down to the last 2 players. KSA, Yobib coming in. A little bit too late to the party, but it's going to have to be a full-on retake. 2v4 with CBN shuts down KSA. But gets traded out by a nade. Yobib, big, tall task, unable to deliver. That's MattJess on the board, 1-1.
Looking nice. MattJess answering back in kind. I think they were really close to actually cracking the code there in that first round. Unfortunately, they kind of fell apart at the very, very end before they could get it across the finish line. But now, this is setting a good precedent. At least for me, I think MattJess, they have a much better looking play a current macro strategy from them compared to what it looked like on Black Widow.
Yeah,
But
Reynolds.
here, they got 3 already inside of CA.
Oh!
Tino and Yobib go absolutely insane right now. I don't know what's going on. Somehow, someway, right, MattJess, I think they've forgotten that utility exists right now. We haven't seen a flash from them just yet, right? And, you know, when the young teams end up doing this, right? They trust in the gunplay, going for the dry peaks. That's where the experience comes in, where SGJ play it nice and slow, wait for how to play normal crossfire, and that's it. MattJess just walked into their crosshairs.
MattJess is losing composure dito, Josh. No, they went Z with their sniper player, CBN, with barely any util. That's really death sentence valid sa MattJess, no?
Oh!
This time at least Rel's gonna be able to find one. Va getting traded. The trade of kills as well. 3v3, CBN Va down sa Yobib out for SGJ. As KLR gonna try and hold down this side by themselves. Swinging out from the box, and
Keller,
KLR shuts
what?
down A7J up against the smoke. Really well done on the defense there. Forces out the rotate from MattJess as they try and gun for LA.
Again, MattJess hitting the panic button here as SGJ stop them to make them fumble in the face of everything. Now Tino gone at the hands of Rails, looking like it's possible 2v2 right now. No plan just yet as MattJess, they're already on site 2F. Rails waiting for the right timing, and look at this. Look at this cerebral play. They're walking all the way up towards CA, wherein MattJess, they're expecting them in RS. They're expecting on the long side. It's going to depend on whether or not they can catch the right timing on this, because look at the angle at which MZ is playing, right? No plant yet. 1 minute, 16 seconds, Rails. Still looking towards RS. They have no idea. They don't know. And now, the climb up.
C4.
Yeah. There's so much time, though. It's looking possible if he does not. Yeah, there you go. Keller finds him first. Nice and clean. We are equal again. SGJ Reborn. Good reset from them, but it looks like MattJess, they have a much better footing here on port compared to Black Widow, Matt.
Yeah, that's true. But the question is it enough control? Is it enough footing in this map that SGJ seem to have found somewhat stalemate in as well? And MattJess, if you notice, the rounds they've won dito, Josh, no, has been taken by brute force, by rifling. SGJ, it's been more on the methodic side of things. It really begs the question, does MattJess, can they keep it up consistently? KLR fighting up against Va, and again, the rifling of MattJess come out on top. KLR goes down. B-House in control by CBN. There's one player hanging around inside of the site by SGJ's defense. And I think that is Tino, if I'm not mistaken. It could be someone else, actually. There's two players now inside of B. C4 still way away towards that Ares side. Actually, KSA and Yobib inside of B side. And house control still in the hands of CBN as he calls upon the rotation dito. The MattJess.
That's a scary
Utility is available. Yobib at the ready with the flash for the swing out of his teammate KSA. Flash 2 comes out from MattJess. Smoke as well. And they're going to pull on the execute nades coming on in. Coming in from a cheeky corner.
Oh,
Yobib.
what?
KSA come out gun swinging. And Va goes down. The fourth one. The fifth is going to be Rels. And what a sight hold from this duo. SGJ Reborn denied that side push.
Wow, Matt. Yeah, we saw this earlier in the series prior for SGJ. When you are up against KSA and Yobib on a site, when it's those two anchoring, doesn't matter how many people you throw in their direction, if they're there, they will win it. And you saw it. Full annihilation of the whole MattJess roster in a matter of seconds from these guys.
Yep.
And that is the true power of SGJ. 4 now on the board for them, and it looks like MattJess, they've suddenly lost their stride. Slowing down, really. And look, they're getting a little bit too cautious, maybe. They're not even looking out towards LA. Not too much exploration towards mid. And I think it's really, they're just trying to reach around in the dark right here. Where is SGJ situated? Where are they playing?
Pretty standard default so far on the defense for SGJ, but a Cat A play in the works from A7J. I think that might not be anticipated here. I think that's Tino holding on to the sniper in LA. Might be up for a double swing from Va and A7J here as well. Nades available. That's Tino. Swinging out. Hindi nakatama ng shot doon as MattJess decides to execute into this LA spot. The swing out from Tino finally gets a couple, but MZ trades him out, so Tino goes down. May isa pa nandito, that's KelR going through the walls. Gonna be able to find one, brings out the pistol, and MZ will not let him take anything more, but enters the prey. Rel Z, the only one.
A7J taking control of mid as well. Yo Bib trying to find something inside of court, but there's nobody here. KSA falls in. MZ to clean it up. MattJess, the immediate response to SGJ Reborn. This is why MattJess are definitely one of the best here in the Philippines.
Oh, this is MattJess. Rel Z, MZ pushing up so deep into RS. Gets SGJ before they could even get scrounge a plan dito. No, MattJess, they're literally taking the stage by storm dito. Taking everything by brute force. And SGJ, this time they anticipate that aggression. Tignan mo, ang conservative ng angles dito ng SGJ, anticipating a little bit of aggression from MattJess. But MattJess are not budging yet. And they're not gonna try and become as aggressive as they were in that last round. And that Z control really has been what's paving the way for both of these teams, right? And MattJess really have to keep control of that area. Mid is where SGJ Reborn are somewhat playing towards.
They have no idea.
So
I don't think A7J has spotted them.
They're going to be pushing up a flash here onto the hands of A7J. From down under, playing in bridge. So may RS side nila, no? But SGJ slowly making their way towards that B pivot.
Look at this pivot.
Meron na naman ditong dalawang players. That's one of them is Va. They're going to be walking straight into their hands. But so deep. Look at the position of A7J. So conservative. B site. Still, two players there. C4 hindi pa napaplant. MZ playing around a cheeky angle dito sa may box inside of the site. Oh, this is finally going down to execute round from house.
What's gonna happen?
It's two players still holding on. The
Yo, Bib.
ADL. But MZ is gonna go down as well. A7J is out for the count, but CBN finds a kill. MZ from deep down under the site will be able to find one before going down. CBN holding on, but from behind shuts down a couple as CBN finally makes noise. Tino on the sniper, gonna come out huge. 1v2, 1 HP left pala kay Ba at saka kay Rels, but the C4 not planted yet. Medyo lugi dito si Tino kasi hindi niya napaplant dito yung C4. Doesn't have control of it yet. Gonna come in from LB, but time ticking away. Has to make his way towards the sights. And there's two players here. Rels will be coming in with a wide swing. And from down under, Ba is going to come out. Tino shuts him down, but Rels trades him out. MattJess recovering. And that's 6-6 on the board dito, Josh.
These rounds are getting way too close for comfort, Matt. You could see it. One stray bullet from Tino could have brought that round the other way. But now we're tied up. SGJ, bit of a slowdown. So for MattJess, this is definitely looking good. Of course, knowing that port very heavy on the GR side, it's definitely some good news for them. 2 minutes now on the clock, and look how far forward Va is. He made himself known up in mid. This is going to be a very, very heavy push over towards CA. And now, out in the open, KSA finds Rels. The sniper is down. He has fallen. And there's no one there as backup. Look how far back they are. They're already moving towards RS. They have no idea. MattJess now coming in. Perfect. A7J on the backside. Elvin is gone. And it's going to be a two-pronged push here. No plant just yet. But now as I speak, it has been put down. MattJess for V4 on this retake. It's going to be a very challenging one. A7J pushing out through connector, has to check in underneath him. Yo, Bib's gone. KelR, good for that kill over on to the flanker. Now, retake in full swing. MZ left all alone. 1v1 it is, and Tino cleans it up. Oh, just by the skin of their teeth here, SGJ remain in the lead.
Yeah, mess around, but somehow SGJ come out on top, 7-6. And you gotta remember, they are at series point dito, Josh, no? So 3 more wins, and they should take the series home. But matches are not gonna make it easy for them dito, Josh. Aggressive angles again. MattJess, I think they're taking control of that B house and LB spot so far. Mid is SGJ's default here. Cat A play as well in the works. But they gotta be careful of that sniper coming through from Rels all the way down in LA. Medyo mabagal yung approach na dito, SGJ. taking their sweet time of it. Elvin, a bit of a ninja play coming on through as well. As they go up to Cat A again.
Look at Va.
Oh,
what a
on
nade!
through, and Va gets destroyed for it. Yobib from up above shuts down A7J, and they're gonna pivot this time towards A. But will they commit? I don't think so. They're stuck here in mid and Cat A.
Yeah, it'll be hard when CBN's already here, waiting for the rotation to happen. And SGJ, knowing that, right, the rotations have come in from MattJess already. If they can go A, if they do end up A, it's gonna be fully empty. Knowing already 3 people down on the side of MattJess here. MZ and Rails gonna be left to try and pick up the pieces now. And Rails moving on forward. MZ finds Yobib, possibly the second. Yes, the conversion coming in from him. MZ's gonna be left all alone though. 1v3 here at only a sliver of health. Now SGJ, so close they can taste it.
And the way they played that round as well was very smart. Akala ko stuck sila dun sa cut tsaka sa mid, no? But they were baiting MJ to push. And they did because they're matches. Of course they're gonna push. And because of that, they walk right in. MZ finds one, but Yobib finds a trade. MZ goes down as well. Now it's back to square one. A 4v4 SGJ. A bit of mid control as well. Pero MattJess getting a little bit aggressive towards that LA spots. But SGJ, they're not gonna bite that fight. They're gonna back off. Take control of mid again.
A7J
shuts down Yobib.
It's fallen apart. The entire game has been flipped on its head right now. SGJ, once in full control only in the previous round. Now suddenly MattJess, they've stolen away the steering wheel. They have no idea now. KSA and Color, they're gonna have to try and pick up the pieces here, but it's gonna have to be a very smart play. A7J out on the open. I don't think... Does he see it? Yes, he does. KSA, he checks the angle. He finds him out in the open. Va is gone. KSA is going insane right now, but he's down at the hands of Rails. It's up to Kellar again, the clutch master. 1v2 right now. CBN in the rotate. Rails still waiting for the plan to happen. Now the nades out in the open. Not going to be connecting over onto him just yet, but the flash is there. He's going to wait for contact. First contact. Rails. Oh, and the walk up from CBN. With a breakneck pace, a little bit too fast for Kellar to try and deny. Here, MattJess still very much alive.
Yeah, almost the recovery there from SGJ Reborn, but not enough manpower. And MattJess take their 7th of the game. 1 round behind from SGJ. It's gonna be a bit of a struggle to recover from this, but MattJess, if there's any team that is going to keep a headstrong approach to this game, it's going to be them, of course. But SGJ, again, that mid-control has somewhat been their path to success. Consistently gunning for Cat A. But this time, Va is ready to receive. Look at Va's position. He's anticipating this Cat play. Ready with the nades. And Va could come up huge dito, Josh.
Yeah, he's right below them. They're going to have to check this angle. Right now yung tarunan. If he can find it, 1, maybe 2, if SGJ are unaware. But no, they can smell it. They backed off. Nothing just yet. Full caution from SGJ. They know that they might throw away that lead if they're not careful here. With underneath, I think they should be checking. They should be expecting something, but not going all in just yet. Now the needs being brought out before that push out. They're trying to bait out the push from Va. It's not happening. But they do jump down. No, they walk right past him. Yobin. Oh, and Yobin follows up. What a secondary 3. It's full insanity. They've taken down all the walls of MattJess in a matter of seconds. And suddenly it's going to be CBN alone. 1v5 and a whole lot to do right now. Even with the bomb down, they didn't even have to plant it. This is the SGJ Reborn we know. This is solid gold jewelry.
And the way they took that too, Va didn't even take anyone. Despite a big position, SGJ 1 round away from securing the series. MattJess left to a 3-2 split here, finally giving away that mid control. First touch, not there yet. Bullet doesn't connect coming through from Tino. But LB is getting contested this time by MattJess. Hoping to get one player into Z, but MZ goes down. Kellar finds that straggler. And Tino gonna get positioned back into that mid area. This time pivoting towards LA actually. Oh, SGJ, an interesting pathing again. They're gonna try and take control of Cat A again. Unless they fancy going all the way down to RS.
No shot.
It got A. It is. Josh is going back to it.
Look at A7J. He's so ready. SGJ, they've gone through mid so many times at this point that he's expecting it, but he reveals himself so early, baits out the swing, takes down KSA, and it's Mamba out. He's gone in a matter of seconds, and even Yobib gotten a little bit too spicy. He walks into Rel's crosshair now. It's a mess across the map. 3v3. Vow good for one, but Tino answering back. What is this? It's a mess of a round. It's down to 1v1s. It's up to duels, and Tino takes down A7J. CBN now left to try and take it back. The last round here in the series. Tino sees him. Elvin up close and personal. The double swing coming in, and Elvin cleans it up.
Today, winning. What is that map? What is that series going to be actually? I think it's gonna be between Chulanga Gaming